not attempt the techniques you're about to see without consulting a professional. On this episode of The Dog Whisperer.
He gets very aggressive if he's on Julie's lap. He gets really possessive of her, and he doesn't want me near her.
Because we had the event with Rocco, with the rattlesnake, I'm willing to do what's necessary to make sure that I don't have this same event happen again.
All of a sudden, the dog just flew over the fence, and I just blew up. I was so afraid because I have 3 children.
My job is to help people to understand what dogs really need. When a dog is balanced, you are going to enjoy a true friend. I rehabilitate dogs. I train people. I am the Dog Whisperer.
Lotus is a dachshund. He has a really strong personality. He has like the Napoleon complex. He's very small, but very mighty. He's very agile and athletic, which I like because I love to run with him and exercise him, and he does not tire out for his size.
Before we even met him, we were going to name him Zen. I don't know why, but as soon as we saw him, he was so un-Zen-like. It was unbelievable. He was like very playful and wild and not calm at all. The reason we named him Lotus is because lotus flowers grow in the mud. And we thought, he's in the mud right now, but he'll end up blossoming into this beautiful lotus blossom. In time, he started acting more aggressive. He gets very aggressive if he's on Julie's lap. He gets really possessive of her, and he doesn't want me near her. She's like the goddess to him. He'll do anything for her. And I think he thinks he owns Julie, and that no one else can go near her. He looks at me and he's like, "You can't be here." And he just... When he was about a year old, he bit me unexpectedly. Julie was sitting on the bed. The lights were out because we were about to leave the house. And I reached down to kiss her forehead. And he was on her lap, unbeknownst to me. And he just bit a chunk out of my arm.
It was bad. I mean, I heard her scream. She started like crying. We turned on the light because it was pitch dark, and there was a big gash missing. He had just taken a huge chunk of skin out.
I had 6 stitches in my arm, right there. We thought maybe this wouldn't happen again. I reached down to kiss his nose, and he bit me right there. And luckily it wasn't a really bad bite that time, but it did leave a scar. But the worst one was a few weeks ago.
It happened within seconds, and he bit and lunged at her and bit her lip.
My lip was blue, it was huge, it was really bad.
Shari had to get stitches again.
I have nightmares of him biting my eye out.
Thank God it was Shari. I'm not thankful it was her, but I mean, she's part owner in a way, so she loves him and understands that it's behavioral, but if it was somebody else, he probably wouldn't be here.
Something has to be done, or else I'm gonna be mauled by this dog. Something has to change, and it has to change now.
Although Cesar is best known for working with strong breeds like Dobermans and Pit Bulls, many of his cases involve vicious little dogs that figuratively and literally bite the hands that feed them.
We have a little terror in our hands.
So is he your dog?
Yes. We've been living here together. We live together. We're partners. We've been here for 4 years. When she gets close to me, if he's on my lap first, he'll go after her aggressively. This is actually bad right now.
Why?
Because he's
If he has
the
a bone and he
and
goes on her lap,
now he's on
meat.
hers.
Are you afraid? You're nervous? You tense?
When he's on me, I'm okay.
Okay.
If he's on her too, I'm very scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're still a little unsure because your eyes got a little bigger.
Yeah, I'm a little unsure because when he's this close, I get a little bit scared. especially with the bone.
Don't give him affection. Because you're giving affection, but
That's
you're not
true.
sure.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like you're trying to cope, but at the same time, you're coping with the wrong energy.
That's true.
And if you can, you just pretend like he's not here.
Okay.
Like totally disregard him.
Okay. I feel it now. He just wants to possess over her, and I'm just
How
get
do you-
away from her. She's mine. It's a jealousy or something.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a boyfriend, girlfriend, you know,
Oh yeah.
possessive
He thinks he's her
relationship.
boyfriend. He
Yeah.
thinks he's her boyfriend.
So how do you nurture that? How do you think you nurture this fatal attraction thing?
He does follow me everywhere, and I guess I just nurture that by liking that he is with me. This is my first dog. I'm kind of not really sure what to do, actually.
Yeah. What about
lot
you?
of
Is that your
times.
first dog?
Growing up, I had big dogs. A Doberwoman, big dogs.
A Doberwoman?
Instead of a Doberman, I just call it a Doberwoman.
Doberwoman. That's cute. I never heard that.
Made
That's
that
pretty
up.
cool.
Yeah.
A Doberwoman.
Doberwoman.
That's a new
yeah.
one.
And I also rescued 33 pit bulls in my life.
Yeah, she's.
For a sanctuary. I mean, I was never, ever, ever afraid of dogs until him. And now I have a complete fear. I got bit here too.
From him?
Yes, I had 6
And
stitches
all the
a year
pit bulls
ago.
that you rescued never got hurt.
Never even
Just for the
was
record.
scared.
Just for the record. 33 pit bulls, never heard of. It's not the breed.
Right.
It's the human behind the dog. He's not neuter?
No.
No.
See, this is a big deal. You know, I'll tell you what. Because once you as a woman go into the time of the month, he gets even worse.
Oh.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't know that would cause him to go.
Oh, yeah, it's a
wow.
big deal. It's a
Like,
big
his
deal.
animals are animals, and
And
human animals.
that's the animal in you. So my goal is to go and sit right next to you. I just, you know, would like to take your place.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so here I come. I want him to look at me. Huh?
He looks mean right there.
Well, he's, you know, he's showing me, look, I got the bone, I got her, I got the couch. What you gonna do? Now I'm gonna take that challenge. So I show him that I moved towards him, even though he was looking at me. All right. So what do I need to do?
If you touch Julie's shoulder, or if you try to touch the bone, or if you try to touch him.
Okay.
If you got closer, you probably would.
Closer. So this part is my shield.
Okay.
Right. So just in case that he tries, because he targets the face. So this is just boom, boom, boom this way. So this is close.
This is the closest anyone, a stranger, has been to me with him on my lap,
Yeah.
ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to take the bone.
Okay.
Now you can touch the bone.
Yeah.
You can? So just put the bone over here. So I don't wanna take it from you.
Right here?
Yeah. I wanna make sure that I make a move when he's guarding the bone. See, what needs to happen is he have to just move his head away and say, okay, I surrender to the challenge.
Okay.
There you go, that's what I want. So good. That's my bone now. So I'm doing the body language that he would do. Now I'm claiming this part. Now I'm gonna claim you. See, I waited for the right time for me to make that move. It was no aggression, no growling. It was all psychological.
Right.
Patience sometimes is the best tool you have. It was not so much physical confrontation. So let's do it again. All right. There you go. Now I'm owning both of you.
Right.
You belong to me now.
In order for Caesar to correct Lotus's aggressive behavior, he has to witness that behavior in action. But for the moment, Lotus appears to be submissive.
There you go. won't happen, right?
No, no. That would never happen. It's unique.
So it's not that I'm just here to give discipline, you know. Of course, if he's giving me submission, I want to give him affection. But I can't give him affection if he's giving me nervousness, tension, insecurity, you know, anxiety,
Right.
aggression, dominance. I can't, because then I will be nurturing that.
Right.
But right now, I am nurturing, surrendering mode.
Since Shari is Lotus's main target, Caesar wants to see her sit next to Lotus again. Before doing so, Shari tries to calm herself through a short meditation.
Feeling better?
Yes.
Yeah. It definitely changed, huh? Yeah, definitely changed the aura and everything. I think spirituality can help a lot. So I'm going to use your hand.
Okay.
We're going to do it together.
Okay.
If he bites me.
Okay.
Okay. I would never put my clients in danger, but since Lotus already bit Shari, I needed to recreate the scenario so I can correct them in the act. So you want to touch together?
Touch him together?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Now, if he start doing... What are you doing? You're becoming a statue.
I just didn't want to look at him because he looked up at me with evil eyes.
Go ahead and pet him.
Yeah. Nah, not like that.
Okay.
Yeah. See one of the pit bulls that you rescue.
I'm sorry.
No. No, that was the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, right there.
Yes. You're not physically hurt,
No,
right?
I'm not physically hurt.
Good.
I'm sorry you are.
That's the psychological part. So the screaming and the whole thing is typical. But you can't back away right now.
Right.
Okay? If you back away, you only hurt his psychological understanding. So we're taking advantage of the brain going through this, and we gotta stay there until the brain relaxes. This is a bite, right? Another dog will come and bite. Pow. And the whole, if you pay attention to that, then you, oh my God, I'm hurt. You're not hurting the dog. It's just a reaction of the brain. You know? We didn't scream. He got it. Everybody relax. That's good. He can't get up until we move.
Exactly.
That's part of the ritual.
Okay.
Now, this dog bit before, so it's typical. Like I say, I'm not, shh. Hey, there you go. See, he knows now that even if he uses his mouth, I'm not gonna back away. Shh. This is very important. Shh. So I'm not angry, you know what I mean? I'm not taking it personal. You can't blame them. This is something that should have been done long time ago. But I definitely think this guy needs for him to join us at the center.
When Caesar told me that Lotus was coming to the center, I felt relieved because I felt that the time he spent with us, I didn't grip enough of his teachings. So I'm glad that he's going to actually see his behavior. And I think the distance between Lotus and I and Shari and Lotus will be really beneficial.
Later that same day, Julie and Shari bring Lotus for a stay at Caesar Center.
Oh, look at that.
Stay.
Yeah, that's right. Take your time. This is a very important day. A lot of people bring their kids to preschool, and that first day is very important. So please, come in.
Okay.
And you can absolutely look at everybody. I want you to let him go off the leash. He surrendered real quick. He showed boundaries right away. He didn't just approach the fence right away. You know, he gave distance. So far, so good, see? He's being polite the way he's approaching new environment, which is really, really good. Naturally, he's not a dominant type. The dominant type right away go to the fence and claim the environment. So that's a good meeting. That's not bad. See, that's the only guy in here that has testicles. You notice that when those two guys met, his tail went stiff. Yeah, yeah, that's because the presence of the same scent.
Wow. Interesting. Come on, Lotus. he's going to come back so much better, and it's going to help him so much. And we were both excited that this was the next move.
Give you blessings, and we take care of him.
These are
Bye-bye, ladies.
There we go. Good boy, buddy. Good boy, buddy. This guy has not been properly challenged. But the good news that I want to share with you guys is that the owners finally agreed to neuter him. But we're not gonna, he's not neutered yet. I want to wait a little longer for his mind to recover a little bit more. Come on, little boy. Look at that. He's getting it. He's getting it. He's a master of the treadmill. He graduated. All right, so I request the owners to send me the clothes, especially Julie's clothes, since he's the owner that he becomes so possessive of it, and for me to study him even more, and at the same time to practice, for me to be near the scent, for him to experience that I can get close to the scent without him being aggressive. So just for me to get close. That's right. And of course, all his toys. You get all your toys, my buddy. That's right, that's right. Yeah, they love to hide under whatever. This is an exercise. He's learning to allow me to be around the scent and to allow us to be around the scent pretty much. Because nobody could be around the scent before. He's doing fantastic. Look at that. Look at that face. Lotus. I managed to have Lotus neutered, which is a great news. The operation went absolutely great, and his mind is doing fantastic. And he's gonna go home in the next week. The owners are coming from Thailand, and I can deliver a balanced Lotus. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
The most important part is, how's you feeling? You're excited, nervous?
I'm excited, anxious, nervous.
So all the wrong energies?
Confused.
Okay, so let's talk about the confused first.
I don't know how I'm supposed to act around him, or just be, not act, but be.
Right. I haven't been in many temples, but I know there is rules to come in. You know what I mean? So to me, a dog is a temple. And so it is a way to come in. And there is a way where they welcome you and they become balanced with you and stable with you. So it's extremely important that every time, regardless if you went away for a month, 3 days, 3 minutes, every time you reunite, it's the same process. Nose, eyes, ears, calm, assertive energy, and then you can shower them with affection. Man, I got a surprise for you.
Caesar also brings along Molly, a dachshund he recently adopted, who became one of Lotus's close companions at the Dog Psychology Center.
Stay.
Very good.
Stay.
Not so repeatable. Hey. Stay. You know, this is Molly right here. Very quiet. She doesn't know where he is. Hey. There you go. So if he didn't listen to the sound, and then the physical touch must follow. The next 2 weeks is really to understand this. It's really important that they learn to claim everything, because Lotus has already claimed everything. Every step they give, I would love for them to think, I am body, mind, then heart. I am body, mind, then heart. This is my kingdom, which I share with Lotus. Shh. Make it happen.
Stay.
There, that's what we want, right there. Just nice. You can give affection right there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect thing.
How have you been, stranger?
By Julie declaring you no longer own me, then Lotus can only have another position, which is a follower.
Next, they visit the bedroom so Caesar can show the women how to claim the bed as their own.
All right, watch this. I'm gonna be you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I'm just gonna go and own the whole thing. You see what I mean? Why not? So I'm claiming. That's going to be like the fastest way for you to empower yourself and for him to stop ever believing that he can actually take advantage of you. Because you're owning the most important, intimate part of the house.
Right.
Look at.
Oh, that's very good.
That's distance.
Yes.
Okay, so you do it now.
Okay.
I'm with you, okay? Mm-hmm. Come on, Rocky Balboa.
Down, 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 down.
He didn't take you serious. How's that?
He never has. Yeah.
All right, so let me give you, right? So you're already here, which it only pushes him. Look.
I have to go up
So
one.
yeah. So you go on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Because right here you're pushing him already.
Oh,
right?
you're right.
Now,
You're right.
It's strategy, animal.
Yeah.
You gotta be animal.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you got stuck in the human thing, down, down, down. And not only that, it was way too soft.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
And it was way too repetitive in the wrong
Okay.
position, right? So you just went like this, you know, and he's whatever. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, you can empower people by just talking, and sometimes you have to have people do things hands-on. And Shari was the hands-on human being that needed to being put in a situation and okay, let's come out with strategies. Let's come out with things that might empowers you. Let's show you if you move this way, this is what could happen. If you move the other way, this is what you can create. But don't give up.
Down.
That's right. Good block. That's very good. See, that was a good help. Right there, boom, right there. You just reinforced what she said.
Oh, okay.
And you got the point across.
Should I sit down and claim it or just stand
No,
here?
not until he moves.
Okay.
Because you want him to move first.
Okay.
One thing that I would like for you to remember, at the moment that he doesn't listen to her, at those 2-3 seconds, you make it happen. Or at the moment that she's coming in, you can just touch and ask him to move. That's conditioning him to move at the moment she's coming in. And so you prioritize her, and that made it clear for him. She comes in, I move. Eventually he can join, but not until she feels more assertive.
I feel like I have a completely new dog. I have a completely new outlook. Just the bit of information that we got, which was a lot, has completely changed my perspective. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and things are definitely going to change. The wisdom that we were given is going to help us, and we just have to continue doing that.
The name Lotus means balance, and now he's a balanced guy. Now, I hope the owners keep it that way since they already gave him the name Balance. Every dog is going to give you the other side of them. You know, once you take the negative energy away from them, you get to see who they really are. Okay. That's what motivates me to keep rehabilitating dogs, to see who they are. I'm going to miss a lot of dogs, you know, and Lotus is going to be one of those that I'm going to miss because he's a funny guy.
Hollywood power couple Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith share a passion for creatures great and small.
I've always loved animals. Growing up, I always had at least a dog. It wasn't until I became an adult and met Caesar about 15 years ago that I got into the concept of having a pack. He helped me put a pack of Rottweilers together. I had 4 male Rots. They were basically like my security guards.
After her pack of Rotties passed away, new mother Jada asked for Caesar's help in putting together a new pack of family-friendly dogs.
It's funny because I basically called Caesar and I said, can you just get me a bunch of friendly dogs? They could kind of run around, keep the coyotes away and what have you. And so I called this my orphan pack. We have Rocco. I don't know what Rocco is. He's like a mix of a husky and something. And he's probably one of my favorites because he's a snuggly, big old dog, but he's very much a protector.
To make sure the dogs always get their daily exercise, Jada hired Catherine Cobb to fill in as pack leader when she couldn't be there herself.
I'm a professional dog walker and pet sitter, and I've been working with the family for a couple of years, and I am responsible for daily hikes with the dogs. The Friday before Mother's Day, we were out for our evening hike. Rocco went off into the shrubs, and I heard what sounded like sprinklers going off. I heard a crunch, then the sound stopped. Facing me in the bushes was Rocco, bloodied from the battle with the snake. The snake was dead, and The symptoms started immediately. He was glassy-eyed, foaming, staggering, whimpering.
Rocco came into the emergency room. He presented with a very swollen face. The rattlesnake, I think he was found dead in his mouth, so that, usually tells you that he got bitten multiple times with a huge amount of venom.
We believe Rocco was bitten 3 times under the neck. Yeah, he was injected with a lot of poison.
He was basically pretty ill and in a critical condition.
After an attack by a venomous snake, it's vital that the animal get anti-venom treatment as soon as possible during the period veterinarians refer to as the golden hour, right after the bite.
It's very important to get the treatment for the dog as soon as possible before the venom gets absorbed by lymphatics into the bloodstream.
We had to have him transferred to another hospital and to get a blood transfusion.
The 14-year-old husky mix spent more than 2 weeks in the hospital recovering from the attack.
I think he survived partially because he was a big dog. He was a tough dog.
Venomous snakes attack as many as 150,000 American dogs and cats every year. Veterinarians estimate that 10 to 20% of these bites are fatal. After Rocco's nightmare brought that reality home, Jada called in Bob Kettle, an expert in conditioning dogs to avoid rattlesnakes.
Well, the thing about rattlesnakes, they like to be tucked away, hidden away. Most of the time when you get into trouble with a snake, it's because they are provoked. You've got them in a corner, they don't have a way out. And dealing with the dogs, that's when most dogs get bit. The old saying of curiosity killed the cat, well, curiosity can kill the dog because they are curious.
So because we had the event with Rocco, with the rattlesnake, I really, and because Caesar comes up here with his pack, we take walks, I wanted him to get the knowledge that we had about the rattlesnakes.
Despite the fact that they walk through rattlesnake territory every week, Caesar still wants to determine whether or not his pack actually needs the rattlesnake training. In the wild, dogs learn to avoid dangerous wildlife by watching each other, and their innate common sense takes over. But many city dogs have lost these instincts, and their natural curiosity puts them in jeopardy.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is to take the pack out to the dog park, to our own dog park, get them a little bit more calm, remove some of that energy, so when they meet the snake for the first time, they're not as hyper.
Now that the dogs are exercised, Caesar brings them to meet the snake.
Being killed by now. Too close. That's why we have the rattlesnake on the cage. Now, rattlesnake is much more powerful than this guy. We are using the rattlesnake to see how the pack reacts from it. So, as you see, we already lost 4 dogs. See, their natural common sense is not kicking in. That's good common sense. That's what they're supposed to do. That's what they're not supposed to do. That's what they're supposed to do. But the reality is, dogs that live in the city do not experience wildlife.
Caesar and the pack arrive at Jada's ranch to undergo a life-saving snake avoidance program. Having been friends for over 15 years, Jada and Caesar share a deep concern for animals and their well-being.
It is a gratifying feeling just being a dog lover, that there is a philosophy out there in the world now, Caesar's philosophy, that is catching on like wildfire to really help us all have more balanced and happier pets that can service us and we can service them better. And it is really gratifying to be part of that journey and to have, my dogs be part of that journey.
What's up, Jada? I miss you. Not just her dogs have to learn about rattlesnake, as my pack have to learn about rattlesnake, because they all feed each other information. So if my pack is not in tune to the rattlesnake, my pack can actually bring, you know, her pack to the rattlesnake.
Right.
So it's like, it won't be a very good experience for all of us. So it's important that we all understand the concept.
After the pack walk, Daddy becomes the first member of Caesar's pack to meet Bob Kettle.
All right, man.
All right.
He's ready, I'm ready.
Ready to go.
He doesn't know what's up, I don't know what's up either.
Okay, get these units turned on.
Okay.
Bob has found that the electronic collar is the most effective tool for conditioning a dog to avoid rattlesnakes.
Before I start a program, I like to test them. Sometimes these units have test lights in them, test them on myself.
Right.
Electronic collars use the same technology as physical therapy units used on humans. When handled properly, they don't deliver a painful shock, but instead emit an electronic pulse that's a startling sensation to most animals.
It's not painful to the dog. It is just an alarm and a stimulus alarm to them.
That's on a number 3. Yeah. These units go up to 6.
Depending on the type of dog and the sensitivity, you can alter different levels of voltage for that particular dog's best interest in order to train him better. And that little stimulus is definitely worthwhile, considering they can be killed by just encountering one snake in their lifetime.
They're kind of like a TENS unit you use in therapy, basically.
Totally. And the whole point is for the dog to learn to stay away from rattlesnakes.
Right. Right. Exactly. Well, you know that. We're going to go, you're going to circle around about halfway between, and you're going to come walking right straight at that snake. Just an easy walking pace. Don't come by the snake. Stay opposite of me. And as you come to the snake, bring that dog up there. And he may just look and walk right up to it, and he might have something that has his attention over here. And you might wind up staying there 2 or 3 minutes. But until I get that dog's focus on that snake, we're not going to stimulate him.
Yeah.
A lot of times that snake might be moving, the snake will be rattling in there, and until I got that focus, if he's looking over here and not paying attention to that snake rattling, and I hit that button, he'll never tie it together with that snake. I'll coach you as we go along all the way through. Stop for a minute, circle around and come into the airflow.
One of the biggest advantages to the e-collar technique is that the dog will learn a life-saving lesson in a very short time. Using the collar's pulse as a correction, Kettle has the dogs approach 3 different snakes 3 different times.
Go, get out, break away.
Break away, there we go. That's pretty good.
Come around, come from down the hill now, just the way you came up,
All
right in this
down
way.
The hill.
Doing fine.
So we're coming towards.
Right at me.
Right at
your dog.
Bob doesn't deliver the pulse until he's certain Daddy's full attention is on the snake.
Go, get out, break away.
Yeah, totally.
Beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Okay, you come closer to the snake.
Daddy is already getting the message and is beginning to avoid the snake.
I've only got your dog on the field maybe 10 minutes. It's because it's negative training. But in the face of a snake, you don't want to take a bunch of time. You want it shut down right now. This is why you get away with it in such a short amount of time. Step closer. Go. That's it.
The hard part is over in less than 10 minutes. Now it's time to see if Daddy will avoid the snake on his own.
Look at it.
Call him again.
Daddy!
Okay, hold off a minute.
That's not bad, isn't it?
Give him another quick call. Yeah, that's
Come on,
good.
Daddy! Who said pit bulls don't have any brains? Come on, Daddy boy! Come on, Daddy boy!
Daddy did very well. He's a unique dog. I can see that when he actions, mannerisms, very mellow acting. He's got quite a personality.
Ah, you made it, Daddy. He's a smart pit bull. You're a smart pit bull. Yes, you are. It's really to save their life. That's how I see it. You know, or is the rattlesnake who gives them a lesson, or is the remote control who gives them a lesson? Remote control is no death. You know, it's a momentary experience, but there's no death behind. But it's a very clear experience that they understand that that rattlesnake has the power.
And you do not want the experience of the rattlesnake.
You do not.
Believe you me, you'll take the collar any day. Over that, take it from me.
A week later at the Dog Psychology Center, Caesar wants to double check to see if Daddy will remember to avoid a rattlesnake.
No, only Daddy. Good boy, Daddy. Good boy. That's my good. Oh my God, do you know about snakes now? Hey, that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to immediately sense the snake feet away from you. And of course, you have to know that your dog is telling you something dangerous over there. So that's how much Daddy learned that day. So obviously, he's keeping me in this area right here. See, now we don't need the tool. Now I know that my dog has learned the lesson. Instead of the rattlesnake gave him the lesson, the tool gave the lesson. And so we have a pit bull who is safe, a dog who is safe, an animal who is safe. And of course, I get to have Daddy. My big daddy boy. My big daddy boy. All right, let's get out of it. Thanks, Wolf.
Caesar recommends consulting with a professional before attempting to use an electronic collar as a training tool.
This is my second consultation with Pam and Hootie. When I met Hootie for the first time, my understanding was that he was afraid of kids, which he was, and I wanted to find out why Pam was not able to accomplish removing the fear. So what we realized is that she was nurturing the fear and she was holding on to what happened in the past.
Caesar successfully helped Pam and her Australian Shepherd Hootie on the agility course. Today, Caesar plans to visit Pam, Hootie, and her other dogs at home to help them deal with a domestic dispute.
My neighbor last weekend called animal control because Hootie, in 2 years that I've lived in this house, twice has jumped over the fence, and one time it was last weekend.
When Pam first moved in, I went over to the fence to say hi to the dogs. I guess it was too excited and nipped me.
And from that day on, I was very concerned because I have 3 children. So then just last week was really the final upset. All of a sudden, the dog just flew over the fence again, and I just blew up. I was so afraid.
It's really difficult being right next door to someone when there's tension like that. It's very difficult.
First, Caesar meets with Pam's neighbors, Tim and Carrie Bryson, to hear their side of the story.
Nice to meet you. Hey. Would you give me a little information what is happening with this dog next door?
They just bark at us a lot. One time he bit me when I went up to the fence and put my hand over to say hello. And when the kids go out and play in the backyard, they bark a lot.
Okay.
And they don't taunt them or anything like that. They just go out and
just be kids and stuff like that.
The dog kind of annoys me when it barks at me.
And when he's barking at you, have you done anything like to ask him to be quiet or try to make him calm down?
I don't really say anything.
You just ignore him?
Yeah.
That's the right thing. That's the right thing. Let the grown-up take control of a dog that is excited or aggressive. I'm not here to defend Hootie. I'm just here to help Hootie to become relaxed and to become comfortable with the neighbors. But I needed to study the neighbors. I needed to make sure the kids next door were not teasing the dogs. Right now, I'm studying who is creating this whole commotion. You know, I want to make sure we're targeting the right dog. Now, of course, I'm studying Pam, how she's addressing the behavior, which she's not doing anything. So it's definitely Hootie. Hootie is the one who's keep coming to the fence back and forth. So Hootie was the member of the pack who was controlling the activity in the backyard, which was a wrong activity. It was a negative activity. It was activity about barking towards children, which we don't want to create friction. We don't want to have traumatic experience on children. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the other side of the fence where the problem is coming from. Kids are doing great, they're being kids. I have 2 kids, and this is what they do. I'm happy from this part. It's definitely Pam Sai who needs to become balanced. So this is how you control them?
Well, sometimes I put them behind the gate in the kitchen. But, yeah, because they're friendly.
I wanted to meet Hootie and his house. I wanted to meet Pam and her house. Do they have same relationship in their home? And to my surprise, this is not just a nervous case. This is a frantic case. This is a pack of dogs who are frantic about pretty much everything. So Hootie is living with unstable pack. I'm going to study who triggers or who starts the behavior.
Okay.
It's this one. So we're finding more about Pam. We're finding about the source. We're finding out how does she rules her kingdom, which she doesn't. So that's the beginning. All right, we went after one. That one created the ripple effect to change the motion. She was the most intensive. Just listen to the bark. Everybody else is more yappy. This is more here.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. More. It has a little bit more aggression. Oh. The way she approached the door was a charging behavior. Everybody else,
yeah, everybody else was.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what they did. That's why I went after that one. To me, a pack of dogs that have no structure is an unstable pack because they need a structure to have a normal life. Okay? Let's do it again. My expertise is to work with packs of dogs. So I chose not to just work with Hootie. I want to show the pack that everybody can be in the same state of mind. Hey. Take this. Take. See, we're stopping this. Because we're stopping the engine, we get the rest of the team in a different state of mind. Is my energy aggressive?
No.
Do I try to hurt their feelings?
No.
No. Do I'm saying their names?
No.
No. Say the name when the mind is balanced. Don't say the name when the mind is unstable. Then you go towards the door. Then you claim that that's as far as they can go. See it? Then you create invisible boundary.
Next, it's time to face the neighbors.
Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go right here. Come with me. Yeah, we're controlling the way they're coming out.
Okay, Hootie. Okay.
Hey. Come this way. I'm showing her how to keep the pack calm so you guys can enjoy. Just look. Hey. All right. That's what you got to do. We got to address. So they see that you are willing to discipline your dogs, right? So if a kid is throwing rocks, parents have to tell the kids what to do, right?
Of course.
Different behavior. So yeah, we have to learn to claim the walk. She have to learn to claim. She's not claiming yet.
But I will.
Yes. And then you guys can enjoy this part.
It just certainly is a big relief. It's, you know, what I've been wanting, and up until now, it's just been horrible. I feel much better now with my kids in the front yard.
Well, you can look, but not directly to the animal yet. Because as you see,
I can't tell you how great it felt. Like a huge weight was off my shoulder standing right across the fence with my neighbors. This is really very nice to see the dogs calm and happy, and they're playing and they're rolling in the grass.
And the kids are clearly not, you know, afraid.
I hope Pam take advantage of how willing the neighbors are to work on it. They want the harmony. Thank you so much for cooperating, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. Pam had to stand up to the plate. She's a great dog trainer, she's a great handler, but not a great pack leader. And one important position is missing from this pack. When you own a pack of dogs, when you own one dog, you can't punch out. You must always share leadership.